All right, welcome. We're live here at Viking Varsity Field in Kindred, North Dakota, getting ready for Day 2 and Game 5 of the 2020 State B Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. State Baseball Tournament, I should say. And I got to get a... there we go. Now we had an issue with some software covering up our monitor there, but I don't know if you saw that, but I did, and it was not going to work for me. So if it doesn't work for me, you don't enjoy the broadcast. At least I think that's would be the ultimate result. But anyways, yeah, welcome to Day 2 here. The first game of the day will feature the Hazen Hazen Lumberjacks and the Rugby Panthers. First of 4 games today. Brad Anderson will be in for games 2, 3, and 4. First batter is Logan Schwab for Hazen.
First pitch, 10:57 Central Daylight Savings Time.
And the pitch comes in. It's a strike at 10:57 a.m. So 0-1. And that one's going to be hit up high. That's going into left center field. And he'll not make the grab. That'll be good for at least a single. He's going to try for 2. Head first slide. He's there. So got a hit and an error on that play. Get credit for the single and advance to second on the air.
Brings up the pitcher, number 2, Tyson Wick.
We're going air on that sucker.
Okay, they're going to make just an error to second. So no hit on the play.
Quick works the sacrifice. Going to bring up center fielder, number 10, Brayton Braithwaite.
So Tyson Wick with the bunt out. That'll move Schwab up to third base. And brings up Brayden Braithwaite. And that pitch comes in for a strike to Braithwaite, 0-1. 4 pitches by Ripplinger in 4 strikes so far. We'll go around the bases here for Rugby in just a moment. And the 0-1 pitch, and that one's going to be hit towards third base. He'll bobble it for a moment, the throw home, and the tag is out. So Braithwaite on with a fielder's choice.
Sullivan on a Foster, cutting down the runner.
So that puts the runner on first.
First baseman, number 23, Kate Goebel.
And 2 away, brings up Cade Goebel. Had a single to right field yesterday in the game that they played against, I believe it was Castleton. I can't remember now. That one's going to go to right field as well. And Dylan Barch out there will bobble it. He'll get it in there to Logan to hold him to a single. So that puts runners on first and second on the single by Goebel.
Single brings up second baseman, number 20, Parker. Mustache like a sailor.
And that is the first hit of the game. 1 hit, 1 error. Parker Saylor, the batter now for Hazen. And that one's going out into left field. That'll be scooped up there by Austin Dibble, and the runner will stay at third, and that'll load up the bases.
Saylor ships it out the left, brings up shortstop, number 1, Owen Patterson.
So now Owen Patterson with 2 away steps up to the plate with the bases loaded here for Hazen. Good start. Looking good so far here with 2 outs on the board. The pitch comes across as a strike, and it's 0-1. Tournament coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, 3 Lions Pub, Farmers Union Insurance, Choice Bank Lemoore, people first. That'll be a chopper foul for a strike, 0-2. Press on performance of Lemoore, the Good Oil Company of Lemoore, and Kindred Youth Baseball Association, Kindred Parents Class of 2024, a few of many bringing you tournament coverage this entire weekend here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network as the pitch floats outside for a ball, and it's 1-2. Runners on once again. Parker Saylor on first. Cade Goebel on second. Braden Braithwaite is the runner on third for Hazen. The batter is Owen Patterson. Patterson will pop that one straight up. And the catch will not be made. It'll drop for strike. And it'll remain 1-2. So runners stay where they're at. And the 1-2 pitch, the second attempt at it here for Patterson. And he will send that one towards left field. And he will make the grab, and that will strand 3 on base for Hazen. And that will end the middle, bring us to the middle of the first.
In the top half of the first inning, Hazen gets
no runs on 2 hits, 1 error.
1 Rugby error.
That error should go to Rugby and not Hazen. There we go. Now it's right.
After 1/2 inning.
We'll be back after this here on the
Rugby coming to
Magnitude
the
Sports
plate.
Media Network.
Folks, we're excited.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
All right, welcome back. Broadcast coverage is also brought to you by West Dakota Lumber out of Hazen and BSN Sports of Rugby. A couple of many bringing you broadcast tournament coverage broadcast of the tournament here this weekend. We'll try that again. It's the early in the morning, I guess. Logan Harner will be the leadoff batter here in the bottom half of the first for Rugby. Tyson Wick is on the mound for Hazen. And a swing and a miss, and strike 1 to Harner. Around the bases, you got Cade Goebel at first, Parker Saylor, second baseman, Owen Patterson at shortstop, Braden Hack at third. Noah Nelson is behind the plate catching for Hazen, and the outfield for Hazen after the 0-1 pitch here. That one's fouled up and right over our broadcast station for strike 2. In the outfield for Hazen, and left you got Logan Schwab, and right you got Robbie Froelich, and in straightaway center is Braden Braithwaite. Once again, Tyson Wick on the mound here for Hazen. Logan Harner, the batter. We'll also see Jacob Ripplinger and Eric Foster this inning for Rugby. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Up high, just barely missed getting a strikeout there for Wick. It's 1-2. And that one's going to be fouled away. Nobody will make a play on it. Came off the upper handle of the bat and just kind of did a little rainbow right to the right side of the batter's box. It remains 1-2 as a result. Once again, the batter's Logan Harner. And that one's in for a strikeout. Got him window shopping. He goes down, and that's 1 away. That'll bring up the new batter, Jacob Ripplinger.
Brings up the pitcher, number 15, Jacob Ripplinger.
Once again, all of yesterday's games are available on demand on our website at msportsnet.com. Under the broadcast button, click on schedule. Or check, I meant to say on demand, as that one's be popped up by Ripplinger and caught by the catcher Nelson for out number 2.
Nice catch by Olsen. Brings up the catcher.
That'll bring up the catcher number 6, Eric Foster. So 2 up, 2 down for Rugby here. Still no runs, no hits, no errors committed by Hazen. And nobody on base, and a swing and a miss for strike one. And Tyson Wick potentially 2 pitches away here from a 1-2-3 inning. We're at the 9-minute mark of the ball game so far. That one will skip into the dirt for a ball. Didn't quite reach the plate before it hit the dirt right in front of the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1, swing and a miss on a pitch that would have been ball 3. And that makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one will be grounded right back to Tyson Wick. Wick will float it over to Goebel at first for the 1-3 ground out. And it's 3 up, 3 down as we get to the end of the first.
Both teams coming out swinging today. Good to see. Rugby gets no runs on no hits. There were no.
We'll see Braden Hack, Noah Nelson, and Robbie Froelich. Batters 7, 8, and 9 for Hazen when we return after this here with the top of the second on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
All right, welcome back. Still scoreless here as we go into the top of the second inning. Braden Hack, Noah Nelson, Robbie Froelich, batters 7, 8, and 9 for Hazen to lead off the top of the second as they got through 6 batters in the top of the first. Weren't able to put any across the plate. They left all 3. They left the inning with the bases loaded. And that results in their 3 on base as we go to the top of the second now. Once again on the mound for Rugby is Jacob Ripplinger. Eric Foster is behind the plate catching. We'll go around the bases here after the first pitch. Took 10 minutes to play that first inning. The pitch floats outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Austin Schneibel is at first. Logan Hartner at second. Brody Schneibel at shortstop. Garrett Sullivan at third base. The outfield here after the 1-0 pitch. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled directly back for a strike, even things up at 1-1. In the outfield, you got Dylan Barch in right, Mason Heisler in center, and Austin Dibble in left field. And that one's going to be fouled to the right side of the batter's box towards the Rugby dugout, which is right below us along the first base line. Hazen dugout along the third base line here at Viking Varsity Field. 1-2, got him looking. That's the second strikeout looking in this game so far.
Ripplinger gets his first strikeout.
And that's 2 away.
That'll
brings up Noah Nelson.
Noah Olsen.
Wearing a red batting helmet. Doesn't really color coordinate with the white, green, and gold, but we'll go with it. It's outside by Ripplinger for ball 1. With 1 out here in the top of the second, no score in this elimination game here at State Band Ruth Tournament.
I'm going to double check the name here, and that will be double checked in a little bit. And that'll be a 1-3 ground out. And we'll double check the.
Ripplinger's showing his.
And I apologize. I had Noah Nelson written down. It's actually Noah Olsen, and I apologize for that. We'll get that changed right now so we don't make that mistake again. There we go. He grounds out on a 1-3. That brings up Robbie Froelich. And that pitch came across as a strike, and it's 0-1. One ball, one strike now, and that one comes in and misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. And that one's going to be hit towards right field, and that'll go foul. 14 minutes into the ball game, 22 pitches for Rippingler, 17 strikes and 5 balls. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. Could be a hit, fouled away pitch, a home run, single, double, triple, you name it. If it's not a ball, it's considered a strike. And that is a full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be a walk to Froelich. That'll put a runner on first. And the new batter will be Logan Schwab as we return to the top of the order here for Hazen. 2 away, runner on first, Robbie Froelich. Logan Schwab reached base on an error. Actually, he reached second base on an error on the left fielder Dibble last time he was at the plate. So Rippingler will look at first, now deliver the pitch, and that one skimmed off the helmet of the umpire. Goes into the books as a swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he will take some time to clean off a plate that doesn't need cleaning. He just needs to, get some activity there and get himself regrouped. Broadcast coverage for the tournament today also brought to you by the Good Oil Company, Kindred Youth Baseball, and Kindred Parents Class of 2024, and the Clifford Elevator. That's a line drive right to the shortstop, Brody Schneibel, and that will bring us to the middle of the second inning.
Hazen gets no runs on the list, no from the hitter.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he's an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans, and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean Carlson and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of the 6 convenient Fargo West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. Middle of the second, heading into the bottom of the second. Brody Schneibel, Mason Heisler, and Garrett Sullivan, batters 4, 5, and 6 for Rugby. We'll start off the bottom half of the second. Still looking for our first run of the game. A couple hits for Hazen. And one error committed thus far by Rugby, and that's all we've seen as far as action away from pitching to the batter in this contest. That one will be hit. Nice grab there by Parker Saylor. Saylor will scoop it over to Goebel for the out on Schneibel. And if you're scoring at home, that'll be a 4-3 on the ground out. And that'll bring up Mason Heisler. Tyson Wick on the mound now has tossed 12 pitches and make that 13 pitches, and ball 1 to Mason Heisler. And Heisler will ground that towards third. Nice grab there by Braden Hack. He will get it across the diamond in time to Goebel for the 5-3 ground out. Now bring up Garrett Sullivan.
Well done, young man. Brings up
Almost to the third inning of play here, and with 2 away, If Wick can get Sullivan to ground out or strike him out, we might be able to complete 2 innings in 10 minutes each. Pitch comes up high. 2 balls and no strikes. And that one will miss for ball 3. Just barely missed on the outside edge of the plate. 3-0. Wick with the pitch. That one comes in for a strike, and it's 3-1. Top Hat Liquors, Hardware Hank in Mayville, the Goose Riverbank, Viking Sides, Floyd Bars, and SRS Commodities. That'll be a walk to Sullivan, along with Citizens Insurance Agency and Steel Trail Mutual and Farmers Union Oil Portland, bringing you tournament coverage this weekend of every team. Your team, win or lose, they're live on Magnitude throughout the entire weekend. Once again, it's a double elimination tournament. These 2 teams lost yesterday, so the loser of this one will be done for the season. So it's 1 ball, no strike now to the batter, Dylan Barch. Runner on first with 2 away. Tyson Wick on the mound. Noah Olson behind the plate catching for Hazen. And the pitch to Barch is going to be hit into shallow center for a single. And that will put Garrett Sullivan up to second base. Puts runners on first and second with 2 out. Brings up Austin Schneibel, who's the new batter.
Barch with the single. That brings up number 1, first baseman Austin Schneibel.
Austin Schneibel, batter number 8 in the lineup here for Rugby. Austin Dibble is on deck. He was showing bunt. Pitch comes outside and misses, or check that, he caught the edge for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1, he'll reach for it, and that'll go into the books as a strike, and the runners will take off for their respective bases, moving from first and second to second and third. Second and third, 2 outs, 2 strikes, and that pitch. Let's double check something here. And that'll be a short little grounder there, picked up by Tyson Wick. He'll fire it up to first, now strand 2 on base.
Rugby gets no runs on 1 hit. There were no hits. 2 complete, score remains 0-0. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this time to remind you that we have a beautiful protest donated to us by Melissa Trader and Kinder. She has a business called Two Cold Beef Built-In Custom Sewing. And she partners with Steve at the Laker Lot in Detroit Lakes, where they're going to
Download Game Time today.
Three Lions Pub is now back to full menus, open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly servers about the daily drink and food specials. Three Lions Pub is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions Pub in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing this summer on Magnitude Sports. All right, first pitch to Ripplinger. Check that. Let's see here. Should be Tyson Wick. Oh, yeah, Ripplinger's the pitcher. No, it's 1 ball, no strike. Let's put it that way here. And that one is going to left field.
backs it to left. Brings up center fielder number 10, Braithwaite.
There we have a top and a bottom of the end. We gotta go to the top, the bottom, when the batter's in the batter's box. Okay?
Here
Because that
at
screen
the
is
Kindred
covering up
ballpark.
that hit to left.
Last year, the ballpark, you can see from the images here if you have a program in front of you, but you don't. So I'll let you know that there are definitely renovations needed at this ballpark. And to see the turnaround from last year to this year is absolutely incredible. The Kindred Youth Baseball Association doing a phenomenal
Braden Braithwaite reached base on a fielder's choice last time he stepped up to the plate. Tyson Wick is the runner on first.
field, great scoreboard,
And
excellent fan.
throw out to second. They may have got him. They did. He gets Tyson Wick out, caught stealing. So that is one out now.
Some bases now cleared, and the count by the way to Braithwaite is 0-1. Again, this renovation was just completed a couple of
Once again, the batter is Braden Braithwaite. 0-1. Now you can make it 0-2.
laid down and grown yet, but by this time next year, it's going to be a phenomenal place to watch a game. 0-2 count from Ripley to Braithwaite. Braithwaite keeps that one on 5 for ball 1.
That one will miss for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 25 minutes into the ball game here, and we're in the top half of the third with 1 away. As Tyson Wick got caught stealing just a moment ago. That one's going to be popped up. Foul territory, making a run for it there, and not even able to make the catch is the third baseman, Sullivan. And it'll remain 1-2.
Count remains at 1-2. Braithwaite will go back to the plate.
Ripplinger now with 32 pitches, 23 strikes, and 9 balls on the split. Ripplinger, 1-2 pitch, comes outside to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Omdahl and Chiropractic, Gene Moen, Arsville Farms Incorporated, Bloomfield Enterprises, Ruth Max and Hazen, West Dakota Lumber and Hazen. As the pitch will float outside for ball 3, and it's a full count to Braden Braithwaite. Cavalier Rural Electric Company, Glenn's Appliance Incorporated, BSN Sports and Rugby, Mustang Seed, Peterson Farm Seed, a few of many sponsors here bringing you tournament coverage this weekend here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network as Braden Braithwaite will strike out, and that is out number 2 of the inning. And that will bring up the new batter, Cade Goebel.
Brings up first baseman, Cade. Gobbleman himself, Goebel.
Cade Goebel, 1 for 1 with a single to right field in this contest so far. And he's going to rip that one towards the second baseman. He'll kneel down, get it, and fire it over to first for the ground out.
No runs, no hits, or there's 1 hit, and no Panther errors.
In the top half of the third, Hazen picks up no runs, 1 hit.
That brings us to the middle of the third. 0-0 still between Hazen and Rugby. We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachio.
Lead out. Ball down to the third inning. Left fielder number 10, Austin Dibble.
Yes, you did. All right, the batter is Austin Dibble here for Rugby in the bottom half of the third inning. Still scoreless. Tyson Wick with that pitch there comes across as a strike. Has 25 pitches now, 16 strikes and 9 balls. That one's going out into center field, and it's over the center fielder's head. That'll be a base hit. That's going to be good for a double for Austin Dibble. Trying to say that one 3 times fast. A double for Dibble. And immediately into scoring position here with Logan Harner stepping up to the plate next. They're actually charging an error to that. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but we'll go with the error. Braden Braithwaite in center field was running towards it, and it went over his head. Not much he could have done about that one. Runner on second, not second and third. We apologize for that. And that'll be bunt. So Hardner with the sacrifice bunt. Or the squeeze bunt, excuse me. Dibble over to third. That brings up Jacob Ripplinger. Ripplinger popped straight up to the catcher, Noah Olsen, last time he was at the plate. So we've reached the 30-minute mark of the ball game here in the bottom of the third with one away and a runner in scoring position on third. Oh, 0-1 to Jacob Ripplinger. Eric Foster's on deck. And now it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside, misses for a ball, 1-2. 30 pitches for Tyson Wick, 20 strikes, 10 balls, according to my numbers.
Wick picks up his second strikeout. Brings up number 6, catcher Eric Foster.
So that's 2 away now. The batter now is Eric Foster, grounded out on a 1-3 back to Tyson Wick last time he was at the plate. Austin Dibble, the runner on third here for Rugby, looking to score the first run of the game. We'll see if Foster can bat him in, and he'll make contact. They'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eric Foster. 35 pitches now for Tyson Wick. Two balls and a strike. And that's hit out into right field, center field, and Parker Saylor diving and just couldn't stretch his arm out long enough to grab it. It just goes over the tip of his glove. That will score Austin Dibble from third on the RBI single by Foster.
Number 4, Brody Schneibel.
That makes it 1-0 Rugby. Brody Schneibel, the batter. Now the throw up to second. Not in time. Eric Foster gets the steal on second. And the pitch came across as a strike to Schneibel, 0-1. That one's going out into the gap in right center. That's good. For another RBI, it's another RBI single for Brody Schneibel.
Schneibel with the RBI single. That brings up center fielder number 3, Mason.
Finds the gap in shallow left center to score Foster from second base. That brings up Mason Heisler. Puts a runner on first. 2 away. 2 runs on 2 outs here for Rugby in the bottom half of the third. Wick takes off for second. No throw will be made. He will make it in with no problems. So Schneibel in scoring position on second now. And we'll see if Heisler, who grounded out the third last time, and he will send that out to left field. The catch will be made, and that will strand Schneibel on base.
Bottom half of the second inning, Rugby picks up 2 runs on 2 hits.
So Rugby will leave 1 on base, and we'll go to the top of the 4th after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
We got delicious chocolates to give away. You gotta find.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max.
The journey for a beet seed to earn the name beta seed is a long one, spanning a decade of development across 8 breeding programs in 3 states. The research and care that goes into a box of beta seed is unmatched, which includes 7 separate germination tests along a stream of 29 processes that ensure quality and vigor. Beta seed, confidence you can trust. All right, welcome back. Through 3 innings of play, it's 2-0 Rugby here over Hazen. Once again, the loser is done for the season. Ball 1 to the batter, Parker Saylor, who singled out into left field last time he was at the plate. And that pitch will come in a little high for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Parker Saylor, excuse me. Once again, Rippengler is on the mound. And the 2-0 pitch to Saylor is in for ball 3. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by BSN Sports and Rugby, West Dakota Lumber, and as well as Roof Max and Hazen. And the 3-0 pitch is going to be in for a strike, a low strike, 3-1. And that'll be a walk. That'll put Saylor on first to bring up Owen Patterson, who flied out to Austin Dibble in left field last time he was at the plate. So runner on base here, 37 minutes, time of the game so far. Rippengler, I have him down for 41 pitches. The 1-0 pitch is going to be grounded out into left. That'll be good for a single. We got runners on first and second now with nobody out. And now bring up Braden Hack.
Number 8, Braden Hack.
That one's going to be an infield pop-up. And right back to Rippengler for the out. So that is 1 away now. Runners stay where they're at. Once again, runners on. Owen Patterson on first. Parker Saylor is on second. Noah Olson 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. Riplinger will deliver the pitch, and that one is going to be in for a strike, 0-1. And that one will miss outside for a ball. They'll even have to count it 1 ball, 1 strike. .47 pitches for Riplinger. That one comes up high. 2 balls and a strike here to Noah Olson, who grounded out to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. And he's going to go right back to the pitcher again. They'll throw it up to second. And now the throw to first. Stretched. He dropped it. Couldn't quite make the catch. So Noah Olson is on with an error. .64 out on second, and Olson on first, and that makes it 2-1 now.
Right fielder, number 13, Robbie Freilich, at the plate. We got a courtesy runner.
And we'll have a courtesy runner here at first. Coming in for Noah Olson will be, trying to catch the jersey number here.
Courtesy running.
Be Reed Byer coming in to taking over the running responsibilities on first base. And the pitch comes across for a ball, and it's 1-0 to Robbie Froelich, the batter. He was walked last time he was at the plate. According to my numbers, that's 50 pitches for Riplinger now, and that's 51 on 50 pitches, 31 strikes, 19 balls, and that one will come in as a strike, and it's 1-1. Logan Schwab is on deck. Now, Logan will represent the top of the order here for Hazen. Pitch comes down low for a ball, and it's 2-1 now to Robbie Freilich. Tournament coverage also brought to you by Mustang Seed, Banner Buzz, The Pet Parade, Peterson Farm Seed, Beta Seed, Ryland Brothers Plumbing, Giant Sunflower Seeds, Todd Wold, Certified Public Accountant, BSN Sports and Rugby, and West Dakota Lumber, and Roof Max of Hazen. Certainly appreciate their support to make tournament coverage here possible on the Magnitude Sports Media Network this weekend. Full count now to Robbie Froelich. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be hit to second. And runner will advance. Byer up to second on the ground out by Froelich. Actually, that'll be out number 3. So it's 2-1 now as we head to the middle of the 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ordered Tournament Apparel online, please make sure to stop.
And we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
We would love for you to 14, right fielder Dylan Barch.
All right, welcome back. Sullivan out at third, line drive, and that brings up Dylan Barch. And that'll be a 6-3 if he's get called out, and he does.
I'm not sure about that one. I think the first baseman was off the bag when he got the ball. And Barch would have been safe, but the umpire saw it a little bit closer than I did. So that's 2 outs on the board here now.
Now batting for Rugby, first baseman number 1, Austin Schneibel.
Brings up the first baseman. 1, Austin Schneibel. Schneibel grounded into a 1-3 out back in the second. Tyson Wick, first pitch to Schneibel, that's foul. Down the third baseline, the count goes 0-1. Then it's a
Austin Schneibel now, count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Panthers want to continue their season. They're going to need to pick up the win here. They have the lead 2-1. Facing 2 outs here in the bottom.
Time of the game so far, 45 minutes as the pitch comes in low for ball 2. Austin Schneibel 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. That one's going towards third. And that one will be thrown past first, and he'll get to second. So Schneibel will get credit for a single. Then he'll advance to second on the error.
Schneibel reaches on hit, moves over on the air, brings up left fielder number 10, Austin Dibble.
Once again, the batter is Austin Dibble. He'll make contact on that for a strike, 0-2. Dibble reached base on an error last time he was at the plate, and now he strikes out. He strikes out on 3 pitches looking, and that brings us to the end of the 4th. All right, through 4 innings of play, 2-1 lead for Rugby. 8 hits, 4 errors, and 8 left on base in this game so far. As we go to the top of the 5th, we'll see Logan Schwab, Tyson Wick, and Braden Braithwaite. The top of the order batters 1, 2, and 3 for Hazen here to lead off the top of the 5th. Broadcast coverage here for the tournament brought to you in part by Ruth Max of Hazen, West Dakota Lumber of Hazen, and BSN Sports and Rugby. Other tournament broadcast sponsors include Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Three Lions Pub, Farmers Union Insurance, Choice Bank Lemoore, People First, Press On Performance in Lemoore, and the Good Oil Company in Lemoore. Kindred Youth Baseball Association and Kindred Parents, class of 2024.
Pitching for the Panthers now will be Austin Schneibel. And our new Panther pitcher, number 6, Eric Foster.
So Jacob Rippler's day on the mound will come to an end. Had him down for 55 pitches, 34 strikes, and 21 balls. The new pitcher will be Eric Foster.
Your attention, please. Now playing third base for Rugby will be Tatum Rizvi. Tatum Rizvi into the game. Give him a round of applause. Welcome to the game, Tatum Rizvi. He wears number 11, plays left field, and loves his fortnight. Logan Schwab up to bat.
All right, so some defensive changes here for Rugby. We'll get to those as soon as we figure out who the new shortstop is. Right now, Logan Schwab is the batter, and the pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 0-1. See if we can find out who that new shortstop is. Number 15. And the 0-1 pitch missed or got in over the edge for a strike 2. Jacob Ripplinger is the new shortstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan Schwab. So Eric Foster, the new pitcher on the mound. Austin Schneibel moves to catcher. Brody Schneibel moves to first base. And that one's headed out into center field. And the catch is made on the run there by Mason Heisler. Nicely done. That's 1 away. And that brings up the new batter, Tyson Wick.
Brings up pitcher number 2, the Mike Trout fan himself, Tyson Wick.
Logan Harner still at second. Jacob Ripplinger, the new shortstop. Tatum Rizvi is at third. And Harner will make the catch in shallow right center for out number 2 as Tyson Wick will pop out. That'll bring up the new batter, Braden Braithwaite.
Center fielder, number 10, Braden Braithwaite.
Braithwaite, fielder's choice and strikeout swinging. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. No balls and a strike. Not to third, over to first, no.
Now to the plate, first baseman, number 23. Cade.
Make some adjustments to our camera there as the sun goes behind the clouds, kind of making it a little dark. So Braithwaite on with an error. That brings Cade Goebel 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Single went to right field. The ground out went to the pitcher last 2 times that Goebel was up to the plate. This pitch comes across for a strike. Now the throw up to second is not going to be in time, and Braithwaite will take the base on the steal. Moves the runner into scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 53 minutes into the ball game. Once again, the batter is Cade Goebel. And that one's going to be popped up over towards third and short, and it'll be the shortstop, Jacob Ripplinger, who makes the grab. They will strand 1 on base, and we go now to the middle of the 5th.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
He wears number 2, plays second base, and he just loves Ron steak.
All right.
Logan Harner.
Logan Hartner will lead off the bottom half of the 5th inning here for the Rugby Panthers. And the pitch from Tyson Wick is going to be fouled away for a strike, 0-1. Logan Hartner is 0 for 1, struck out looking, and then on a squeeze bunt was thrown out. And that one's going to right field. And he'll make the catch on the run. Nicely done there by Robbie Freilich. That's one out. And I'll bring up the new batter. That's Jacob Ripplinger.
Next to bat. Now the shortstop, number 15, also a steak fan, Jacob Ripplinger.
Ripplinger 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout swinging. Wick, and now the throw up to second. And the runner will get there first. Pickoff attempt there on Harner, who's on second base for the Panthers. 2-1 in favor of Rugby, looking for an insurance run here in the bottom of the 5th. Hazen hanging around here. Once again, the loser of this one is done for the season. So you could probably expect some hard-played baseball here between both of these teams, as Rugby looking to hold on to the one-run lead and Hazen looking to tie it up and take the lead themselves.
And he's now pitching Eric Foster in the bat next.
And that one will get fired to the second baseman and through into shallow center. That will score a run, and they'll make it 3-1 Rugby.
Foster reaches on the air. Brings up number 4, first baseman, the Anchorman fan, Brody Schneider.
So runners on first and third for Brody Schneibel, who's 1 for 2. And a pickoff attempt at first here, not in time. Still nobody out. No balls and a strike. Runners on second and third now. That pitch will miss to the outside for a ball, 1-1. And that one's going to be popped up. Foul territory, making a run for it, but it goes out of play. And I think it nicked somebody on the left knee there, sitting in that lawn chair on the outside of the fence. Fouled away for 1 ball, 2 strikes as we hit the 1 hour mark of the ball game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brody Schneibel. Tyson Wick with pitch 60 coming up here. And pitch 60 is rifled right to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag for the unassisted ground out. Run will score to make it 4-1.
Next up for the Panthers. Thanks for cleaning up the plate. What a nice guy.
And that'll move the runner to third.
Center fielder, number 3, Philadelphia Philly fan, Mason Heisler.
Mason Heisler with Eric Foster as the runner on third. And Rugby leading 4-1 here with 1 away in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And looking for that bunt. And they'll go right back to home. Now the play up to first. In time. They got it. That'll be a double play. Or did he score? He did score, so it'll just be 1 out. As they tried to get the double play, but so makes it 5-1. Now there's 2 outs. As Foster scores.
Number 14. He's re-entered back into the game. Loves his tacos. Garrett Sullivan.
So Garrett Sullivan will step up to the plate now after what you could call a sacrifice bunt by Mason Heisler to make it 5-1. That'll be a little pop up here. And that'll drop as an infield hit. He is on with the single. It just was placed perfectly where nobody could get to it.
Brings up right fielder.
Dylan Barch will be the next batter. He's 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. The single went to shallow center, the ground out to third base on a 5-3 on his most recent trip to the plate. 62 pitches now for Tyson Wick, and pitch 63 misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Wick delivers the pitch, and that one will be sent out into right field, and he will not be able to make the grab. It'll go underneath his glove, and that will move Sullivan to third, and they will tell him to put on the brakes there. It's good for a double for Barch.
Folks, we have a couple people that we think are from these teams that have not picked up their T-shirt order yet. We're asking if Emily Hebel. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Dylan Barch on second, Garrett Sullivan on third. Austin Schneibel will be the next batter here. And we have a new pitcher into the game. Tyson Wick is done with 64 pitches. It's 47 strikes and 17 balls. Pitched 5 2/3 innings, 1 hour and 3 minutes. And your new pitcher here for Hazen will be number 20, and I don't have number 20 on my roster. Let me check the folder here. Please, some defensive changes for the Lumber Kings. Now playing second base will be Owen Patterson. Moving to shortstop, Tyson Wick.
It's Parker Saylor. I should have him in the.
20, Parker Saylor.
There we go. I got that updated. So he'll get his warm-up tosses in. Once again, 8 warm-up pitches normally allowed. Let's see if they give him more or less than that. Once again, Parker Saylor taking over the pitching responsibilities. That means we have a new second baseman as well. That second baseman is number 1, Owen Patterson. And that means we have a new shortstop. And that new shortstop will be
Catcher number 1, Austin Schneibel.
as the pitch comes in low for a ball to Schneibel. Tyson Wick is the new shortstop for Hazen. 1 ball, no strike here to Schneibel. Up high, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 runners on, second and third. Dylan Barch on second. Garrett Sullivan on third. Schneibel's 0 for 2 with a ground out, reach base on an error. 7 errors have been committed in this game. 4 by Hazen, 3 by Rugby. 2 balls and a strike now to Schneibel. And the 2-1 pitch is high and inside for ball 3. And that's into the dirt. Schneibel's on base. They'll load the bases for Austin Dibble.
Stepping to the plate, left fielder. The man who likes to
Dibble.
grapes while saying "Go Twins, go!" Austin
Dibble got to second base on an error by the center fielder on his first at bat. Then on his most recent trip, he was caught window shopping, striking out. 2 away, bases loaded, and the pitch to Dibble's in for strike 1. And that one will be fouled into the dirt for strike number 2. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by BNS Sports and Rugby, Roof Max and Hazen, as well as West Dakota Lumber and Hazen. Other tournament sponsors include Todd Wold, Certified Public Accountant, Ryland Brothers Plumbing, Giant Sunflower Seeds, Banner Buzz, and Game Time, as that one's fouled away for a strike, and it's 0-2. Remains 0-2, I should say. The Pet Parade out of Surrey, Coach's Choice, Beta Seed, Peterson Farm Seed, Mustang Seed, Glenn's Appliance Incorporated, and Cavalier Rural Electric Company. Other tournament sponsors bringing you coverage this weekend here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Pitch comes down low for a ball on the 0-2 pitch, and it's 1-2 as a result. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dibble with the bases loaded, and he will take a smack towards shortstop. He bobbles it, run will score. And it's 6-1 now, and we'll see. I'm guessing that'll be an error, and that will indeed be an error on the shortstop.
Dibble reaches on the air.
So Dibble on base
Leadoff man, second baseman number
via the
2,
error on the shortstop. That scores Garrett Sullivan from third to make it 6-1. The runners advance and the bases remain loaded for Logan Hardner, the new batter. And that first
runners advance on the ball.
so now it's 7-1 on a balk.
So Barch now scores. Schneibel's at third. Dibble is at second, and first base is open for Logan Hardner. Now 7-1, 5 runs.
Logan Hardner 1 for 2, struck out, squeeze bunt, and a single Runners on second and third now. 7-1 lead for Rugby. And that one's fouled back into the netting for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan Hardner. My bad, I bumped you. I didn't bump you for a reason. That one will be fouled back into the netting as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Austin Schneibel on third. Austin Dibble on second. Run 6 and 7, scored on an error and a balk. And the 1-2 pitch comes inside. Schneibel will stay at third as it ricochets off the glove of Noah Olson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. He got 2s across the board here for Rugby in the bottom half of the 5th. And that will be lined past the second baseman into shallow center. That's good for at least 1 run, and they will score 2. It's a 2-run RBI double, or single, excuse me, to clear the bases with the exception of the first base runner.
Shortstop number 15, Jacob Ripplinger.
It's 9-1. If Rugby can score 2 more runs, the 10-run rule would be in effect. They have scored 7 runs with 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch is up high. Runner goes to second. Throw is not in time, and he's safe. Parker Saylor delivers the pitch, and that'll be grounded towards third. Picked up, fired over in time. Hacked to Goebel for the 5-3 ground out. That strands 1 on base for Rugby, and we will see the 6th inning of play when we come back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
All right, welcome back. 7-run inning for Rugby in the bottom of the 5th, scoring all 7 of those runs with 2 outs on the board. And they take a 9-1 lead on 6 hits, committing 3 errors, leaving 4 on base. Let me double check that. That should be 5 on base. So 10 on base total, and now Parker Saylor will be the leadoff batter here in the top of the 6th. Ball 1 to Saylor, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single and a walk. The single went to left field, and then he was walked on his second plate appearance. Saylor will see that pitch drop low for ball 2. 1 hour, 14 minutes, time of the game so far. Most of that time was the bottom of the 5th. We've been averaging about 9 minutes an inning prior to that bottom of the 5th inning there. 2 balls and a strike now to Parker Saylor. Eric Foster on the mound for Rugby. That one will skip Off the dirt into the backstop. 3 balls and a strike. Owen Patterson and Braden Hack are the batters due up here for Hazen after Saylor. And that one's going out into left field. And that'll drop for a single. So Saylor gets his second hit of the game. Both of them singles to left field. About the same spot. It brings up Owen Patterson.
Number 1 in your programs, number 1 in your heart. Second baseman, Fernando Tatis fan, Owen Patterson.
Pitch comes in low for a ball. Patterson 1 for 2, a single to left and a fly out to left. 1 ball, no strike. Once again, runner on first is Parker Saylors. He thought about taking off until that pitch came into the dirt and was stopped by Schneibel. 2 balls and no strikes as Foster looks at first and delivers the 2-0 down low for strike. Look low from my vantage point, but across the plate for a strike high enough just above the knees. 2 balls and a strike now to Owen Patterson with Braden Hack on deck. And took a partial swing. They will look at the other official and he'll call it a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball, strike in that order. Nobody out here in the top half of the 6th. Hazen needs to rally here and chip away at this deficit on the scoreboard. If Rugby can hold Hazen scoreless here and put 2 on in the bottom of the 6th, that would end the game. And that one will go outside, and that'll be ball 4. And go 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 balls in that order, and that puts the runner on. Brings up the new batter, Braden Hack.
Fun fact about Patterson, his favorite player, Fernando Tatis Jr., was a trivia question. 2 grand slams in the same inning, only guy to do that. Now to bat, center fielder, third baseman, number 8. He likes art, Braden Hack.
Foster with 21 pitches now, 12 strikes and 9 balls. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for Saylor at second base. Looks like it's Reed Byer coming in for the second time. That one's right to third. He bobbles it for a moment, and as a result, he will just toss it back to Foster, and that will load the bases here for Hazen. Check that. First and second, my bad. First and second.
Now to bat, catcher, number 22. Favorite thing to do is eat.
Reed Byer out via the force out at third. So Braden Hack on with a fielder's choice. So first and second, Owen Patterson on second, Braden Hack on first, and the batter now is Noah Olson facing 2 balls and no strikes. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and reached base on an error. And the pitch is up high for 3 balls and no strikes to Noah Foster. 2 runners on, 2 out. We'll see if he just takes this without swinging, and he will, and that will load the bases this time. That is a true statement. 4-pitch walk, putting Noah Olson on first, pushing Patterson to third, and Hack up to second. Brings up Robbie Froelich. He's 0 for 1, walking a ground out. Looks like we'll have a visit to the mound here for Rugby. The winner of this one will play Surrey tomorrow. Or check that. I'll have to double check this. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow that they'll play Surrey. And then the loser is done for the season. 7 runs with 2 outs on the board in the bottom of the 5th for Rugby has shaped the scoreboard in this one. We have an error with our scoreboard here. We'll apologize for that. There we go.
Robbie Freilich.
And the first pitch here to the batter, Robbie Freilich, is in for ball one. And back-to-back pitches for a ball. Schneibel able to keep that one in front of him to keep the runners on their respective bases. Once again, you got Owen Patterson on third, Braden Hack on second, Noah Olsen, the runner, on first. And the pitch comes inside, and they're going to say it hit him. That'll bring in a run via hit by a pitch. As that scores Patterson to make it 9-2.
Now that number 11, Logan Schwab.
Logan Schwab is 0 for 3. Reach base on an error, a line drive out to the third baseman, and a fly out to center field. Pitch comes across as a strike, 0-1 here to Logan Schwab. Tyson Wick is on deck. Foster with 30 pitches now. 14 strikes, 16 balls. And pitch 31 is high and inside for ball one. They even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is loaded, and that'll be fouled down the third base line for strike 2. The 2-2 misses just low to the outside, and it's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by BSN Sports and Rugby, along with West Dakota Lumber and Roof Max of Hazen. Certainly appreciate their support to make this game and tournament coverage possible. And that will be a throw to first. Did he get there in time? No, it didn't matter if he got there in time or not. That'll score 1 run, 2 runs. So it's 9-4 now. And that'll bring up the new batter. That'll be Tyson Wick. Runners on second and third. And 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tyson Wick, who's 1 for 3. Bunt, single, and a fly out. Just so you think Rugby has probably locked this one in. Hazen's looking to rally here. Rugby scored 7 with 2 outs on the board, and right now Hazen only has 1 out on the board. I want to be fouled away here for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third include Logan Schwab on second. Robbie Freilich on third. And the pitch, and that'll be grounded towards first. And that will be an unassisted ground out. 2 outs. That will score Robbie Freilich from third. Advance Logan Schwab up to third. And it's now 9-5 in favor of Rugby. So it's an unassisted RBI ground out for Tyson Wick to first. Advances the runners, and you got runner on third only. And the pitch now comes in for a strike to Braden Braithwaite, who's 0 for 3. Reached base on a fielder's choice, then he struck out swinging, then he reached base on an error. And now it's 0-2 on the fouled away pitch. 42 pitches for Foster, 22 strikes, 20 balls on the ball strike split. And the 0-2 is up high for a ball as Braithwaite had to duck down on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He makes 2 appearances today. He's done for 3 days. You can only make 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days.
1 hour, 24 minutes, time of the game so far. That one's going to be popped up and fouled. It'll remain 2-2 as Schneibel ripped off his mask and then realized that he couldn't make a play on it.
Reminding the rugby coaching staff that every pitcher that takes the mound can only make 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days.
So looks like we'll have a pitching change here for Rugby. Foster's day will come to an end with 44, check that 45 pitches, 23 strikes and 22 balls. Once again, runner on third is Logan Schwab. And looks like the new pitcher is going to be Logan Harner. We'll take a timeout here as Harner will take some warm-up tosses and be right back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
All right, welcome back. Logan Harner comes on to pitch, and Eric Foster moves to Logan's previous spot at second base. So 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count to Braden Braithwaite, who's 0 for 3. And now he's 0 for 4 on a strikeout. Not a bad way to start the game here when you switch pitchers and 1 pitch and the inning is over. So we go to the middle of the 6th. And it's 9-5 in favor of Rugby, and they're up to bat next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back. Rugby with a 4-run lead here over Hazen. 13 hits in the game, 9 errors, and 12 left on base between the two teams combined. Coming up here in the bottom of the 6th, Eric Foster, Brody Schneidel, and Mason Heisler, batters 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by West Dakota Lumber and Roof Max of Hazen, including Goose River Dental, the Goose River Bank, Hub International, Amdal and Chiropractic, Gene Moen, Arsvold Farms Incorporated, and Bloomfield Enterprises, along with Giant Sunflower Seeds, the Pet Parade out of Surrey. Now will be ground out to second, and a 4-3 for Foster for 1 away. Brings up Brody Schneibel.
I don't know if you know this or not, but he's kind of a big deal. number 4, Brody Schneibel.
Couple of grounders otherwise. Pitch here from Sailor to Schneibel. Low and inside for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes now to Brody Schneibel. He's 1 for 3 with a ground out, a single to left center, and another ground out. And the 1-0 pitch is low, and that will be, you're going to say he was hit by a pitch or what? Okay, that must be the case.
The anchorman drops the first. Brings up number 3, center fielder Mason Heisler.
So that brings up the new batter, puts the runner on first. Mason Heisler 0 for 3, a ground out, a fly out, and a bunt out. The bunt out was a sacrifice bunt that scored a run for Rugby in the 7-run bottom of the 5th. And now the throw out to second. Well, head first slide, and Schneibel's safe. Pitch comes across as a ball, and it's 1-0 to Mason Heisler. On deck is Garrett Sullivan with 1 away, and if no double plays happen, we might see Dylan Barch this inning as well. Here's the pitch, up high, and that will be ball 2.
2-0 count to Heisler with Sullivan on deck and Barch in the hole.
1 hour and 30 minutes now, time of the ball game. 22 pitches for Sailor, excuse me. And that one will scoot down into the backstop. That will allow Schneibel to get to the third base there on the pass ball. And 3 balls and no strikes now. The count to Mason Heisler with Garrett Sullivan on deck.
Behind on a 3-0 count to Mason Heisler. Heisler being vocal to his catcher.
23 pitches so far for Sailor. 12-11 in favor of strikes on the ball strike split.
Sailor looking over to third. Thought about a pickoff attempt, and
Sailor will threaten.
off the mound.
Keep Schneibel off.
Brody Schneibel stays at third. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Sailor. 3-0 pitch to Heisler.
That one comes in for a strike on the inside edge.
3-1. Heisler's resume yesterday against Castleton. 0 for 2. Hit by the pitch in the 6th. Struck out in the 4th and lined it out in the 2nd back in that loss to Castleton yesterday. The 3-1 pitch to Heisler. Swings and misses that one. Really got a little bit.
Going to the books as a fouled away pitch into the dirt.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
It'll remain 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Not remain, it'll become, excuse me.
10th run of the game. Sailor, the 3-2 pitch to
And that pitch goes into the dirt, and Heisler's on, and that puts runners on the corners for Garrett Sullivan.
Heisler draws the walk.
Heisler at first, Schneibel at third.
Brings up number 14, Garth. Excuse me, not Garth Brooks. Garrett Sullivan.
Actually 0 for 2. Block drop back in the 2nd. He has reached base.
Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by West Dakota Lumber and Roof Max of Hazen, along with BSN Sports out of Rugby. Certainly appreciate their support for not only making this game possible, but the entire tournament possible here on Magnitude Sports this weekend. After this game, we'll have 3 more games. Brad Anderson will be on the call for those 3 games. Certainly appreciate him helping us out this weekend as well. 1 ball, no strikes to Sullivan, and that one will go to second, and there'll be a 4-3 ground out. That will score Schneibel from third, and that'll push Heisler over to third.
Brings up right fielder.
So it's an RBI ground out on a 4-3 to first. That scores Schneibel and pushes Heisler to third.
2 for 3 with a single and a double. Single came in the 2nd, double came
And now the batter is Dylan Barch with 2 away.
to Barch. Swings it, foul.
And that'll be foul down the third base line for strike 1. Barch is 2 for 3. Has a single to center field, a ground out, and a double.
30th pitch
0-1. And Saylor delivers the pitch up high to even up the count at a ball and a strike.
One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Panthers lead at 10-5. Mason Hazen over to third.
Pitch high to the outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Dylan Barch. On deck is Austin Schneibel. Barch representing batter number 7 in the lineup here for the Rugby Panthers. Saylor will stare down, get the count. And Saylor took a peek at second. Not sure why. Nobody there. The runner's over at third. Hopefully he realizes that. I think he does, but that pitch comes up high, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. With a runner on third and 2 away. And that one's going, that's going to find the gap. It drops right where the sand meets the grass. That will score Heisler from third to make it 11-5. And it's an RBI single for Dylan Barch.
Barch with the RBI single. Brings up catcher number 1. Austin Schneibel.
Austin Schneibel steps up to the plate now. We have runners on first. Schneibel's 0 for 2 with a ground out, reach base on an error, and a walk. Pickoff attempt is not in time. Barch makes it back. Olsen popped up, threatening to make a snap throw up to first there as the pitch comes across as a strike to Schneibel, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and now the throw up to second. Stand-up double for Dylan Barch. And the pitch comes across as strike 2 to Schneibel. Once again, 2 away and Barch in scoring position here if Schneibel can rattle off a single or a double here. And that one's going to be fouled up and into the trees behind the grandstand. "37 pitches now for Saylor. 21 of them have been strikes. Saylor looks at second, now delivers the pitch. That one's going to be left field and foul. Pitch will miss, I believe, for a ball. Yep, it will be 1-2. Schneibel will face the 1-2 pitch here from Parker Saylor. And he will fire that one towards left field and foul again. So back-to-back pitches fouled away to left field. I should say 2 out of 3 as that last one came across for a ball. And that one's going foul to third again. Strike, fouled away, ball, fouled away, and pitch number 8 coming up here of the at-bat here for Schneibel. And after 8 pitches, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He'll go down on strikes. That'll leave the runner stranded on second, and that'll bring us to the top of the 7th. Back after this, here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While you're busy doing this, Mother Nature is taking her toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail. UV rays and the heat of the sun bake your shingles. We could have spent a lot of money on special weather effects, but we like to save money just like you. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on a replacement. Get a Roof Max shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with Roof Max, a powerful fusion of science and nature.
All right, welcome back. 11-5 in favor of Rugby as they leave one on base in the bottom half of the sixth. Logan Harner on the mound. He came in at the end of the sixth, threw one pitch and ended it. He has thrown one pitch for one strike so far. And the first batter he'll face here in the top of the seventh is Cade Goebel. New right fielder for Rugby is Rylan Hildebrand. As we go now to the top of the seventh. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by West Dakota Lumber in Hazen, BSN Sports in Rugby, and Roof Max in Hazen. Along with Todd Wold, Certified Public Accountant, Ryland Brothers Plumbing, Giant Sunflower Seeds, Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Three Lions Pub and Farmers Union Insurance, along with Press On Performance and Choice Bank of Lemoore, and the Good Oil Company and Kindred Youth Baseball Association. Just a few of many sponsors bringing you tournament coverage this weekend here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. It's 11-5 in favor of Rugby. Hazen will have Cade Gable, Parker Saylor, and Owen Patterson. Pending changes here. Batters 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the order for Hazen. Logan Harner on the mound came in at the end of the sixth, threw one pitch, struck out the batter to end the sixth inning, or the top of the sixth, I should say. We've played for 1 hour and 42 minutes so far. And once again, if you missed it earlier, we have a new right fielder for Rugby, and that right fielder is Rylan Hildebrand. Otherwise, everybody remains at their original positions after the previous changes. And the pitch will be a drop strike for strike one here to get to Goebel. So now he's thrown two pitches in 2 innings, and they've both been strikes to match his jersey number. And that one comes in for strike 2 to match his jersey number on Cade Goebel. And the windup in the 0-2 delivery. Crosses inside, misses for a ball, 1-2. We had no scoring through 2 innings of play until Rugby put 2 on the board in the bottom of the third. And that'll be a ground out to second here, assuming they can get the throw across, then they will. 4-3 for Goebel, and that puts one away and brings up the next batter, and that is Parker Saylor.
Now off the bat, the pitcher and Cub fan, number 20, Parker Saylor.
Saylor 2 for 2, a single to left, a walk, and another single to left. Both those singles dropped in about the same spot in left field. And that pitch is up high and inside for a ball. Saylor had to duck out of the way of that one to keep his helmet on. 6-run lead here in the top of the seventh. One away and swing and a miss from Saylor for a strike to even up the count at a ball and a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on here for Hazen in the top of the seventh. They need 6 to push this to the bottom of the seventh. Otherwise, their season will come to an end. And that one is fair out into left field. And he has 3 singles to left field now. And he's 3-4. And that brings up Owen Patterson. Owen Patterson, a fly out to left and a single to left and a walk on his last time to the plate. Courtesy runner for Sailor will be, I'm betting it's Byer, but we'll double check here.
Number 15, Reed Byer.
And it is indeed Reed Byer. So he'll take over the running responsibilities on first for Sailor. Owen Patterson, once again, he is 1 for 2. A fly out to left, a single to left, and a walk. And then that pitch comes in for strike one, maybe. No, it's a ball. And that one comes up high. 2 outs, no strikes to Patterson, 1 away. And the Rugby Panthers 2 outs away from playing Surrey tomorrow. And the pitch. Inside for a ball 3. Logan Harner just barely missing the strike zone on 2 of those 3 balls. It could easily be a 1-2 count right now. Had the strike zone from the umpire be just a little bit wider. But instead it's 3-0. Now he gets the strike down the middle there, and it's 3-1. Once again, the runner on first is Reed Byer, courtesy running for Parker Sailor. 7 strikes on 12 pitches for Harner. 3 of the 5 balls thrown on this at bat, and that'll be grounded over there towards Rizzosi. Throw up to second is there in time. Over to first, not in time, as they tried to get the double play, but they'll get 1 out. They'll get Reed Byer out at second.
This break in the action, I'd like to provide a reminder. We've got a really great sponsor in town, Kindred Spirits. They've got some good food, cold beverages.
So 2 away now. The runner on first is Owen Patterson, as they get Byer on the fielder's choice force out. Braden Hack is the batter. 0 for 3, strikeout, a fly out, and a fielder's choice.
Consider Kindred Spirits as your next stop.
1 hour and 47 minutes time of the game so far, and we'll see if Hardner can get Hack on a strikeout or a ground out to a positional player to end the game here. And if that would be the case, Hazen's season would come to an end, and Rugby will advance to play Surrey tomorrow. First pitch floats outside into the dirt for ball 1, 1-0. We'll see if Patterson tries to take off for second here on either this pitch or the next pitch. And he will not. Pitch will come inside and miss for ball 2. Once again, Hack is 0 for 3. Struck out looking, fly out, and reached on a fielder's choice. Harner, and that one will fire over to first, and that will end it. Hack grounds out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it.
And your final score.
Final score of 11-5.
They will leave 1 on base for a total of 8. And that's your final stat line there. Rugby, 11 runs on 8 hits. They committed 4 errors and left 6 on base. Hazen, 5 runs on 7 hits, 5 errors, and 8 left on base. Coming up next, it'll be Mayville and Kindred. Mayville will be the home team. Then at approximately 4 o'clock today, Castleton Black Sox will take on Langdon. And then we'll have two games for you at 6:30. Brad Anderson will have the game between Lemoore and Surrey here at Viking Varsity Field, and then I'll be at Starry Bank Field in Fargo for the Fargo Stars hosting the Mandan Chiefs. That is a play-in game. The loser of that game has their season come to an end. The winner moves to the state tournament in Bismarck. And then, depending on the outcomes of today's games, we'll have three more games for you tomorrow here from Viking Varsity Field as well. That'll wrap it up for this one. We'll be back with Game 2 in approximately 30 minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.